Welcome back to Wine Educated, guys. It's your host, Wesley Seth Roney here. Today, we're going to be tasting two wines here. Might be familiar to some of you guys. We got Yellowtail and Barefoot. So, we're going to see which one of these cheap wines is the best. So, let's just get into it. Alright. So, as you can see, we have a screw top and a Coke. There's a big battle between the two, whatever, which one's better. In the theory, the screw cap won't let any oxygen in, right? Or very little, if any. The Coke over here slowly releases oxygen into the wine, aging it better. So any wines that you have that you're going to be storing for a long time, you want them to have Coke. But what type of Coke? Let's see what this one has. So, oh man, we got the worst of the worst types of Cokes. This is a thin synthetic Coke, which means it's gonna let through a whole lot of oxygen. So with regular Cokes, you're looking at a very slow oxidation rate. With synthetic Cokes, you're looking at one of the worst oxygen introducing Cokes ever. Now they are cheaper, they're easier to use, all that, whatever. But yeah, let's see if this has affected this in any way. All right. There is there's actually no date on this bottle. I guess this is what you get when you spend about $6 a bottle. So I don't see a date. I don't know what vintage this is. No idea. All right. I'll be honest with you guys, I've never had these before, so if this is your favorite wine, don't get mad at me. All right. All right, we're gonna start off with Barefoot Pinot Noir from California. Now, right off the bat, color's not bad at all. For a Pinot Noir, which these are both Pinot Noirs, we're looking at a grape that is very responsive to the environment and the winemaking process that it is in. So, when I was pouring this, I can tell you guys already, right off the bat, I was smelling a lot of jammy fruits, which gets me to think that this might have been overripe when they picked. But let's see. Aroma's not bad at all. I mean, to be honest, the aroma is pretty much on par with like some $20, $25 Pinots. So, you know, even with the synthetic Coke, I don't know how old this bottle is because there's no date on it, but with the synthetic Coke, still, I'm actually quite surprised with how many non-oxidative characters there are. It's fruity, it's velvety, it's flowers, it's floral, whatever you want to call it. It's there, it's alive. It's a Pinot Noir. You can smell it. It's nice. It's welcoming. So let's just go in for the taste, I guess. I mean, I can't complain about the smell. All right, okay, so the taste is a little bit bitter. Not crazily bitter. There's like almost no acidity, so it kind of makes the wine very flabby. So again, when I was smelling it in the beginning, when I was pouring it, I was like jammy fruits, all that. Well, I mean, you kind of get that through on the taste. Not too much of the nose when you really get down and smell it. You know, you get a little bit more complexity with the florals, all that. But after tasting it, I can definitely say that this was overripe because there's barely any acidity left. It leaves it a little bit flabby. The alcohol kind of washes it out. You get a little bit more oxidative compounds on the palate than you do on the aroma. The tannins, I mean, there's barely any there. It's very light overall. Delicate, simple. I mean, for $6, I can't complain. Not even a little bit. This is, I'm actually kind of surprised. You know, being a winemaker myself and seeing the process all the way through, to charge only $6 for a bottle of wine after like shipping, handling, especially from a wine from California. Yellowtail, I believe, is from Australia, but we'll see in just a second. But for $6, I mean, Barefoot makes some wines better than some $25 bottles that I've had in the past. There's this one bottle I had yesterday, something about it. The last name of it was called something Ranch. It was the worst wine I had in a while, a long time. Probably the worst wine I've ever had, to think about it, but overall, very nice. That is exceptional. For the price, I mean, I can see why people come in and buy this, you know. It says gold on the label. I don't like when producers do that. You see, when they put up a rating up on top, because everyone's going to have different tastes, but for $6, very surprised. All right, we're going to get into this one. Yellowtail, Pinot Noir, yep, from Australia. This is 2020, so, oh man, we're in 2021, but still. All right, I'm pretty excited. The winemaking season, though, literally ended not too long ago for 2020. Usually, you know, February, when February comes around this year, you'll start seeing people start pruning vines in America. You know, here in Australia, it's the opposite way around. Because, you know, when you go down under, you flip everything else around. With my experience in New Zealand, so yeah, this we're looking at literally like probably not even a year old, not yet, from the winemaking process. So, all right, let's see if it can beat California's Barefoot. All right, so the color of the two, very, very similar. I'd say the Yellowtail's a little bit lighter, but again, Pinot Noir, very temperamental, reacts to the climate like that, reacts to the winemaking process like that, so let's see what we got here. Again, jammy fruits, they smell very similar, surprisingly similar. Hold on, let me go back to this one. This one's a little bit more aggressive on the nose, a little bit more, almost like a stainless, or like almost like a steel industrial smell on the Barefoot. You know, I mean, I'm quite surprised right now. The aromas on both of these are phenomenal. I mean, for the price, I mean, they are super close to some $20 wines. The aroma's pretty nice on the Yellowtail. I mean, you get your red fruits, you know, raspberries, cherries, all that. There's not too much oak. Again, 2020, so probably spent almost no time in oak. Probably none at all. But, you know, overall, the fruit is there, and with a Pinot Noir, you don't really want to over oak it anyway. You want to stay as true to the fruit as possible with a Pinot because it's such a beautiful grape. But here you almost got like it's almost like fruit punch with how much red fruit is in there. Very impressed so far. All right, so, you know, unlike Barefoot, the Yellowtail is a little bit more aggressive on the front end, but the Yellowtail has a little bit more acidity, which I actually like because, you know, it actually complements the alcohol quite nice. So, body-wise, you're looking at like a medium minus all around, you know, tannins, body, mouthfeel, all that right here. With Barefoot, you're looking at light. Like, I thought I was almost drinking water with Barefoot. Let's see. Yeah, with Barefoot, you just get more of an industrial feel, almost an industrial taste, which is not bad, but just a character of that wine, and it's lighter than Yellowtail. Right now, Yellowtail is taking the win for me. Overall, now, I did notice something interesting. After leaving this out for only like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, however long you guys, I mean, you guys can like look back on the video, however long it's been, but this has been opening up into some weird aromas. Almost like apples that have fell off of a tree and just been rotting on the ground. Kind of weird how it develops so quick into those notes of the oxidative characters. That's very interesting, but it's not a lot at all. It's just a very tiny bit in there. Still just primarily those jammy fruits in this one, but overall, these are both quite nice. For $6, this is actually kind of hard to beat. You know, there's only, I'm shocked. I'm lost for words. I'm surprised how good these are and how cheap they are. So, yeah, it's actually kind of eye-opening, especially for me, who's usually drinking 20 plus, in the 20 plus range. Yellowtail's way better. Yeah, I mean, on the palate, this is just like water. That's just not impressive. That's just the flabbiness of the unripe fruits. The ripe fruits. This has pretty much rightfully raised, you know, good acidity from the early grapes. Wasn't picked too early, wasn't picked too late. They probably harvested this right when it was needed to be harvested. So, this is the winner, guys. This is the best, worst wine you can buy. Do I even think it's worse now? I mean, this is the best cheap wine you can buy. So, cheers, guys. Pick yourself up a bottle today. Pinot Noir Yellowtail 2020. And let me know what you think. It's only $6, so might as well just do it. Awesome. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. And have a blessed new year, all right?